Hello and welcome to another HiNice matchup between Thu and eMaL. That's right, and this is a best of 5 between Thu and eMaL. I still don't really know enough about the HiNice Cup to give you some solid information on that, but it should be alright, because it's going to be some great matches, and that's really what always counts. I don't want to keep this up all the time, but I think I might utilize this. This is a nice little board that I found out about recently in HiNice replays on the HiNice maps, which I did not notice before, but it's very useful, as you can see. It gives us a nice little overview, similar to the StarCraft 2 leaderboards and stuff, as you can see when you watch replays. For now, though, let's go ahead and introduce our players. We have Thu spawning as the purple human in the top right versus eMaL spawning as the blue orc in the bottom left. So as you can see, pretty much standard-ish stuff going on here. I feel like something's different, though. Something is... oh, what the hell? Something is really different here. I am zoomed out. I just noticed that. I am definitely zoomed out. Why am I so zoomed out? I'm not sure. Wow, units are really small here. Let me see. Can I fix that? No, I can't. Okay, I guess this is a feature of the maps. I'm not sure if the players play like this. I don't think so. Okay, I'll look into that. I'm not sure really what to say to that. I noticed something was different about this, and I thought it was just because I was playing some Dota 2. It's just a really weird art style, and I was like, okay, back to work after the normal stuff. But no, we're zoomed out. Say we do. Yeah, so we're zoomed out. I don't know what else to say about it. We're zoomed out, and here we can see stuff going on. We do see Thu creeping out this with his militia creep, very common as you would expect. Over here we can see the Blade Master also creeping out. I think he did a little bit of an item creep over there at the shop, and he does have his regen items from his Voodoo Lounge. As you can see, he's sitting here creeping out this little thing. He probably just is going to grab this item and go heal, and as you can see, it was a tome of, I believe, intelligence right there. If we look back over here, we can see that Thu is in fact going to continue to militia creep. And we can also look at the Blade Master, as we still have that selected, and he is healing up, and he's going to come in here and try to do some damage. So if we just watch here, we can see what's going to happen. It's going to be very interesting. Thu actually being wise to this, actually very smart right there, very good water elemental summon. What he did right there was he actually the Blade Master goes down, in fact. Wow. That was really well done by Thu. He used the dust, and it was pretty much as the Blade Master came in there, and it allowed him to, oh, I see, there was a Sentry Ward placed down, which allowed Thu to see that the Blade Master was coming in, and then he cast dust on the Blade Master, which allowed him to attack the Blade Master, of course, while it was invisible, and he ended up doing a really nice water elemental summon that actually, I believe it blocked the Blade Master ever so slightly. Not a huge deal, as he was going Windwalk, which allowed him to be collision free, but it did, I think, block him just enough to get that final hit in as he ran away with 3 HP and killed him. So very nice there. And here we can see Thu has a very nice army here. He is level 3, and in fact, if we look over here at his base, we can see that he has a lumber mill going up. So he's either going to go for a tower push here or an expansion, and he could be doing either one. If we look over at the orc space real quickly, just for a second, we can see he is tier 2 and teching, and he has war mill up. So it does indeed look like it's going to be a tower push. With this war mill going up, however, it looks like eMaL suspected that was going to be coming, and he is preparing for that. And with the war mill, of course, that allows you to make towers, and I believe that allows you to get demolishers out. I'm not sure if you need the war mill or not for that. I think you do, though. Here, in fact, we do see the towers going down. Here is eMaL. He's still on level 1 versus level 3 Archmage. He is trying to pick off these units over here, not doing a huge deal. I still can't. This Blade Master is surrounded. He's very low HP, and there is a Sentry Ward down so that he still can be attacked. He's running away, taking quite a bit of damage. One more hit. Will it kill him? Barely does not kill him, but he's being chased yet again, and he gets away just in the nick of time. Holy crap. Very, very close for that Blade Master. As you can see, there is that ward down still. He's very, very risky by going up that high. His grunts are being chased away by the Archmage and army of Thu right here, and as you can see, not good for eMaL. eMaL is not in a good position here. The 2 water elementals are dying, and here we do see these grunts looking over here to do some harass onto this Archmage. So looks like another burrow has gone down. This is not looking good. eMaL is in a very bad spot, and as it looks like, I'm gonna have to say, I think he's gonna lose here. There's no way he can really push this off. And he does go ahead and call GG. So Ouch. That was game 1, I'm pretty sure. It might not have been, but it looked like it was game 1. His chat indicated otherwise. But anyway, since this was such a short game, it was only 5.5 minutes long, I'm going to go ahead and just streamline adding on. I'm just going to tack on the game 2 onto this video. So I'm just going to let you guys look at the scoreboard real quick, and then I'm going to get right into game 2, and you won't even have to click another video link or anything. So I'll see you, well, yeah. And here we are in game 2, and this time we have eMaL spawning as the blue orc again in the lower left, and up top we do have Thu spawning as the purple human. Again, with the camera, it's so odd. I really don't know. It's really odd. It's really messing with me here. Yeah, if you'd like to also see the live broadcast, these games live in the VODs, also you can go to the africa.com/HiNice. I'll put in an annotation there because that wasn't clickable. That link there was not clickable, and it really didn't last very long. So I'll have an annotation probably up here or something like that, so that you can go to that website if you'd like to. The games are really nice to watch, all of them. I can't cast all of them, obviously. There's quite a few, but also that website is a little bit difficult to navigate if you don't speak Korean or Chinese, or I think it's Chinese. No, I think it's Korean actually, but I don't really know. Either way, it's a little bit difficult to navigate, so if you do go there, good luck. Honestly, I do wish you the best, even with the translated page. I'm usually pretty good at that, but with that one, I'm just particularly bad, so maybe it's just me. But here we do see, of course, is a standard human doing the Archmage and Footman, and if you look back over to eMaL's base, you can see he is doing pretty much what he did last game. He's got the Blade Master and the barracks are coming out, so he's probably looking to, well, he's not actually putting up a shop. So actually, not what he did last game. Slightly different. I thought there would be a shop somewhere on the map, but not quite. Here we can see that the barracks are coming out, which is coming out nicely. And he's not really needing a shop as badly. This map, of course, does have this health fountain and this health fountain. And again, the zoom is really weird. I am not used to being able to see all around the health fountain. I'm pretty sure this is the only time this has ever happened in a HiNice Cup matches that I've watched, so I'm not really sure what it is. I really just don't know what on earth is going on. I have no idea. I am so confused. It's like not even funny right now. But we do see the militia creep going off right here. Pretty much what you expect. And actually, if we look over here, we can see that it's a double creep at the same time. We have a militia and a footman creeping this green, as well as Thu's army coming over here with the other militia and his hero creeping out this orange. So he's getting a lot of experience very, very fast, which is pretty much what he wants. And if we look over here, we can see the Blade Master doing what he wants to do. He's coming over here. He's bought his circlet, sold his TP, and now he's going to come over here and creep out the bottom of this. He can do that very easily, and he won't take all that much damage simply because that red dragon is really the only thing that's going to be left, but it's still going to be a health fountain, so it's really not a huge deal. Of course, the red dragon does do piercing damage, so it does hurt, and it has a fairly high amount, but it's not that bad. And if we look over here, we can see Thu bringing his little army down this way into the orc space. I'm not entirely sure what he wants to do here. He's just running around. Maybe he wants to do some harass. Now, this is a map where that Blade Master can get very, very powerful very, very easily. It's very easy for that to happen. So, yeah, he might just be trying. Sorry, got distracted by my microphone. It's doing something really weird. It's leaning. I need to get a screwdriver to tighten up the latch on it. But anyway, sorry. Not focusing here. Here you can see a burrow that was constructing did go down. A grunt taking a bit of damage. But again, on this map, the Blade Master can get very, very powerful if left to his own devices. There's a lot of very nice claw drops on this map that are fairly easy for the Blade Master to get access to. So I think that might be why we're seeing this bit of harass going off. Maybe he's just trying to bring that Blade Master back, but the Blade Master is just not really concerned about it. You know, he's creeping at this. This is an amazingly good item to get. Whatever item you get here is going to be a consumable item, basically, and you get this, as you can see, it's a greater healing potion of 500 HP. Pretty big deal. Here is the Archmage. Is it going to buy a dust? He does go ahead and buy a dust for that Blade Master, and he buys a Staffs of Teleportation, which is good. It's going to allow him to TP away from this Blade Master, who really, while not a huge concern, big enough of a concern that he did probably need to go ahead and TP away, also is allowing him to come over here and get these items. Getting a very nice item, a Cloak of Shadows. Cloak of Shadows is a very good item to have because, of course, it allows you to go invisible during night. But that's really good against a Blade Master who's, you know, possibly just going to want to right-click you. And if whenever someone wants to right-click you, you need to have some kind of ability to either run away from them. In this case, there's no boots on the Archmage. There is boots on the Blade Master. And of course, the Blade Master has Windwalk, which allows him to move very, very quickly. So I'm surprised that he doesn't have a Boots of Speed yet, and he does go ahead and sell that teleportation staff, and goes ahead and picks up a Boots of Speed, and he goes ahead and also sells the Cloak of Shadows, which he doesn't really need either one of those items as long as he has a Boots of Speed. I'm assuming it was probably on cooldown when he first went there, because the Blade Master had probably just bought it. Probably had just bought it. But here we can see there's a Claws of Attack, pretty good item. The Blade Master really pretty tanky right now with that Ring of Protection. He'll probably end up selling that at some point in favor of other items, but we do see this push coming in here from Thu. This is basically the key all push that you see. I don't know why I just said key all, but this is basically the pretty common push that you'll see, where at tier 2 the orc is going to try, or the human comes in to try to cancel the orc's buildings. Here you can see a couple of units being TP'd out, and both of the buildings from eMaL being cancelled, the Bestiary as well as the Spirit Lodge, and all of his peons were unable to work during that time. It was definitely worth the TP for the Archmage, and here you can see this is basically going to be a little bit of harass. Is that Blade Master going to go down? It's a very real possibility, because Blade Master over here with his Boots of Speed versus Beastmaster who does not have a Boots of Speed, and on top of the Blade Master does have a Circlet and a Claws of Attack, so he's definitely going to be capable of chasing down this Beastmaster. However, the Beastmaster may very well end up being just fine. He is running into this health fountain where he's going to have a little bit of support. It's going to be a little bit harder to take him down because of the fact that he's going to be healing up a little bit. But you really don't want to ring around the rosy too much right there. His goal, of course, is to use the Fog of War right there to be a little bit better about it. But it looks like he might end up going down anyway. He is very low. He's just losing life here. He's not really keeping it up. But with that Quillbeast Smiker, he's able to actually block the Blade Master just a little bit, ever so slightly, to prevent another attack coming in. And as you can see, he's going to prevent yet another attack. So as you can see, every attack that the Blade Master was getting, he has now managed to make it down to one less. That was a very good use of the Quillbeast right there. Very, very good micro from Thu. If we look over here, we can see that the Archmage has healed back up. If we look back down here to the Orc space, the eMaL space, we can see there's a Shadow Hunter. The Voodoo Lounge is being built. The War Mill's going up, as well as a Bestiary. So that's pretty good. If we look over at Thu's base, he does have double Sanctum here, and it looks like he's going to go for this Militia Creep and perhaps go for an expansion right here, which would be quite good. And he does have those the 3 Ivory Towers, which will quickly build into Scout Towers, which he can upgrade. And he does have a Lumber Mill, of course, so he will be able to get Guard Towers as well as an Arcane Tower if you'd like. Generally, you would like an Arcane Tower, sometimes even 2, but you also want Guard Towers, and this is the Guard Tower. And we can see over here that the Orc is doing a little bit of damage over here to this base, mainly just harassing, hexing a Sorceress, but really not able to do a lot because of the base build of the human. Pretty much recognizing that this was probably going to be happening right here, this expansion, he immediately comes down here instead of trying to do anything over at the base, and now we can see a little bit of focus fire. Lots of really nice micro by Thu to keep his Archmage being away from that Blade Master. However, he has been hexed, and he does not have a teleport scroll, so he could very easily die here. He does not have invisibility yet, so he does go ahead and lose his Archmage, and he is trying to fight this, but he really doesn't have a very big army compared to eMaL's. eMaL's army is much stronger right here. The question is, are these towers going to be able to go up? If these towers go up and this one will finish, then he will be able to hold this off most likely, as he does have a very nice ability to use Sorceresses to slow down his opponent. He does have Priests to heal units. And he can run through this little spot right here. Actually, it looks like soaking the Blade Master, but only because he had Windwalk on, because there was a peasant right there a little bit blocking that, making that just a one wide gap. But no, it was enough. And anyway, so we do see that there's also the revealed the Sentry, Arcane Sentry, I think is what it's called, little glowing thing above these towers that allow them to see invisible units. Here we do see the human Thu actually going ahead and chasing down this grunt right here, trying to kill it if he can, and it's very low, but it's at a health fountain, so it may be fine. And this Shadow Hunter also taking quite a bit of damage from the Red Drake. However, he is healing just fine for the most part. Also, if there are 3 Quillbeasts in play, he does go ahead and finish off that grunt. Now they're running away. He does not want to feed experience to this player, but he does want to harass with these Quillbeasts, and as you can see, he's doing just that. Here we do see this Troll Headhunter actually being the next target of focus from these Quillbeasts, and they are going to end up dying anyway, and feeding a little bit of experience to eMaL. However, you only got experience for 2 of them instead of all 3, because the first one did disappear I'm sorry, it expired originally. So we do see back on the Thew's base, he does have that Archmage coming almost back out. And over here we can see that this is eMaL just sitting outside of this base, this expansion, trying to do a little bit of harass, trying to do what he can. And of course, Thew using these Quill Beasts basically just to harass and buy some time for these towers over here to go up. And here we do see another Sorceress being built. So that's good. Here we do see, however, there are Demolishers on the field, which of course, as you know, from the wagon pushes that we see against human, you know, siege units can be very, very effective against an expansion. So that's kind of what you want to see, siege units against these things, because of course if you attack the town hall, then it's going to do a lot. Of course, this is a pretty good tower placement for dealing with that sort of thing, for dealing with wagon pushes. You always want to have your towers forward against a wagon push or demolisher push. That way the demolisher can't directly attack your town hall without, you know, especially at night, they have to have something that gives them vision. They have to be in range of the town hall, and generally that will put them in range of the towers, which means in general your siege units end up having to focus down the towers rather than your town hall, which is a vastly superior thing, position for the human. It's not a perfect position and can still work for the person with the siege units, but basically it's just better for you as a human to have that. However, it does come with its own drawbacks, especially against undead. That's why you don't see it as much. But against Orc, it's a little bit easier because they don't really have as much range unit focus fire. And here we can see a little bit going on right here. We do see a Coda Beast as well as 2 Demolishers out. The very nice item, a Scourge Bone Chimes. Of course, the majority of the units from the Orc army is generally going to be melee. However, he is actually investing quite heavily in Troll Headhunters, where he's not going to get as much benefit from the Scourge Bone Chimes. However, it might be worth it just for the Blade Master alone, who can get a huge, massive benefit from Scourge Bone Chimes himself. Here we do see, this is Thew's army, and really not a big army. Oh, here we go. Here's the rest of his army. He's actually going to go ahead and build this up down here. He does need these casters, very important. He may, and actually eMaL may very well end up deciding, instead of attacking the expansion, why not just go for the main, because there's no towers here, which is a good idea as well. He is level 4 on his Blade Master and level 3 on his Shadow Hunter. This is going to be a very strong push against a level 3 Archmage and level 1 Beastmaster. We also even see Serpent Wards being used here. Lots of micro going off. The Sorceresses are running away after casting slow. They're doing a lot of focus fire on trying to kill this grunt. However, Sorceress does go down to the Blade Master focus. The Blade Master going ahead and switching to yet another Sorceresses. The Sorceresses are basically the whole backbone to this army, because they are the ones keeping everything slow and keeping things capable of them, letting them run around and out micro the Orc. Without that, it's going to be very difficult. A Raider not really taking too much damage here. This fight is going very well for eMaL, doing just fine in this fight, being able to keep most of his units alive, not really being a huge deal here. These Serpent Wards are doing quite a bit of damage. However, the Demolishers have gone down, I believe, to some Quill Beasts focus fire over there. There's still 1 Demolisher still alive from the original count of having 3. Here you see it's taking some damage as well. This bear is just right-clicking on it, as well as these Water Elemental and the Sorceress. If we look down here, we can see that this is actually pretty good for Thew. It's not the worst position that he could be in, but we do see eMaL going ahead and throwing up some watchtowers at his base, and with these Serpent Wards, it gives him a lot of pushing power. It's basically the siege that he wants to do on this base. If we look at the gold mine, we can see he only has 5,000 gold left. There's a very low HP Raider right here. Is it going to go away, or is it going to die to a attack? Very narrowly avoiding that Water Elemental. It's still on it though, and the Water Elemental does actually go ahead and manage to pick it off as the Raider runs back into the battle. We do see the Blade Master running away, or chasing these footmen that are very low HP, and we do see some militia actually coming in here. The Blade Master does have enough mana for a Windwalk, and he also still has that greater healing potion. However, he's taking quite a bit of focus fire here, so he might end up having to burn the greater healing potion. He does actually go ahead and use one of the Windwalks, and now he's not able to do that again, so he's out of mana. If we look back over here, we can see these watchtowers are about to go up, and now Dude really trying to get those down with his summons, and I believe a militia there too, and now he's going for this one as well. It looks like this push not going as well as eMaL had wanted, but it's not going too poorly either. He is capable of keeping the Thew's army from getting too large, because of course if that happens, I've got the Archmage taking quite a bit of damage, being surrounded, and he's being forced to TP. This could be it. That could be the big challenge, the big change here, because now Thew's army is stuck back here behind his base, where it's going to allow eMaL to very easily get these watchtowers up here in the back. Not really what Thew wanted, and he does lose his shop as well. Losing your shop is not something you want in one of these pushes, and as you can see, a shop is so important that eMaL is even putting one down here. And if we look back over here at this expansion, we can see it's doing just fine, mining quite a bit of gold. But if we look back, we can see that eMaL actually not producing anything just yet, but he does have a Demolisher in play. So Demolisher is what he wants. Does he really want to kill these farms? I'm not so sure. He might just want to keep the Thew contained back there in the back of his base. I'm not sure what he's going to do if he does kill that farm. But at the same time, if he kills that farm, he is going to be able to get back into that back of the base, which is the same thing that Thu's back there, so maybe it's not a bad idea either. We're going to see, but he reduces bear is out, and it's going to end up being food for Tojar, who's level 5, in fact. A very powerful Blade Master. The Beastmaster is level 3. He's out here, and he just gets surrounded, and he's going to be in a bit of trouble here because he has no way. He has no way out. There's nothing he can do. There's no staff for the human because, of course, he's not. He doesn't have a shopper. But anyway, the Beastmaster goes down, and that's not good. And we do see a lot of focus fire going down onto these heroes for eMaL, but he's doing just fine because he does have this shop up. He does have healing wave. He does have the vampiric aura, and he does have, of course, the greater healing potion on his Blade Master still. Thu not in the greatest spot here, losing a lot of units. He does have a whole lot of. He has a very large army here, but is it going to be enough to hold this off and push it back? I'm not sure. It does enough to do a lot of damage to the raiders, but they do take reduced damages, as you can see from the magic. As you can see there, it says reduced damage from piercing, magic, and siege attacks, and these are, of course, mainly magic damage units. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens, but it doesn't look like Thu is in a great spot despite having this expansion. There's really nothing down there except for some towers and some resource gathering going on. And with the benefit that eMaL is getting from his heroes being level 5 and 4, it's a pretty big deal because the Archmage is only level 3, and the Beastmaster, who's also level 3, is actually dead. And these towers have managed to go up, so even though I'm not sure, let's look at this actually. We can use this little scoreboard here. I think it'll tell us the food counts, and we can see that they're at the exact same even food counts here. And it looks like, I think that might be, wait, what? I'm not really sure. That might, oops, sorry. Well, don't spill your water on your keyboard. I'm trying to read this keyboard, this leaderboard. I really have no idea how to read it. I'm assuming the 33 and the 34 is like army count, and the rest are workers probably. That's probably what that means. So, but yeah, we can see that they're pretty even either way, very close to being the same count on food. But as you can see, of course, Thu has a whole lot more units there, and he is actually going to head, and he has Blizzard now. He's using Blizzard, and he's going to do what he can there. Does he have? He still does not have invisibility. The Beastmaster is, however, back out. I'm not sure where he came from. I might have been looking at the leaderboard when that happened. Maybe he got taverned. It looks like he got taverned and staffed back in. So that's good for him. We do see another Demolisher in play, so Thu's buildings are taking a beating here. And he's really not able to kill any of these units because they are able to just walk away. And Thu really can't get out too far without taking a lot of damage on his heroes. And as you can see, he is slowly losing buildings here, and it's not going to be good for him. Is the Blade Master going to be able to get a surround off? He almost got a surround off. However, the building that would have been there as part of the surround did get destroyed. And of course, the Archmage was a little bit farther away just in time. So this is going to be very precarious position for Thu. Looking over here, we can see that he is going ahead and going to shop down here. He might end up having to say, I have to abandon this and TP down here to this base down here. Does he have a TP? I don't know. He's getting a shop up here that will allow him to buy a TP. And maybe his only option, he's trying to hold out here as long as he can. He really needs to get that shop up, I think, so he can buy a TP. I think that might be his best bet at this point. He does have plenty of gold to go ahead and buy one. And he can go ahead and buy maybe some other items like healing potions or something, but he's not really able to get this fight off. This fight is going to go to eMaL, no doubt. eMaL's done very well here. He does not, Thu just needs to hold out long enough to get to that point where the shop has finished, and he is going to be able to buy that TP if he wants to. And he does actually go ahead and buy a TP. He's going to be able to get out of this fight. He does want to go ahead and utilize this position as much as he can because it's not a terrible position, but it's really not the best, and he could go ahead and TP out at any one of these points. Once he TPs out, however, he is basically forfeiting his base, and he will be able to go ahead and call in the militia. Maybe this is his last-ditch hope for this base. Just needs to keep it alive as long as he can and do whatever it takes to keep that happening. He's really not in the greatest spot here. He's losing a lot of damage here. He might actually end up losing the Archmage. The Archmage running away. Doesn't want to get hexed and died, because a couple of crits during a hex could kill you. It's something you really need to consider. Also, there are 4 Demolishers in play now, so even if he does go to his expansion, and he has lost a lot of his army, if we look here, you can see that he's actually down to 25 food, or 32 out of 54, and 25 what I believe is army food. So he is actually losing quite a bit right here, trying to defend this. it might be time to get out of there. I'm not sure. He does have that TP scroll and he hasn't actually used it. Maybe he doesn't really think that he can do anything, because if he does go ahead, okay, starting to TP out, the question is, what is he going to do at this point now that he has TP'd out? He's over here at this base, but what is he going to actually do? He does need to maybe come over here and try to kill these burrows or something. Yeah, he does have enough money, I think, to go ahead and buy yet another TP. In fact, he does have enough money to buy another TP. He doesn't buy another TP, however. I'm not sure why he would not buy another TP, especially when you have 1,600 gold and just 61 wood. But he did not buy that TP, so he's going to have to come back to this base. It's really, there's no expansion for the Orc here, so the Orc is running on fumes. He's down to 1,000 gold in that gold mine. Of course, he does have a better army at this point for fighting here, and he's going to be able to take another expansion. He does have map control as well. Two very powerful things. This is Thu just doing what, I'm not sure what he's doing at this point. He's running back and forth between this, and now he's going to come up this way. I'm not sure really, but he does need to buy this TP one way or another. He has enough money to do so. Oh, no, that's right. He cannot buy a TP if he loses his main. So maybe that's what it was, because he needs tier 2 to buy the TP, and that might very well be his problem. And without that TP, he's going to be in a lot of trouble. He cannot really do anything to defend this. This is going to be very unfortunate, because those are 4 demolishers there, and unless he can kill them, who are very well protected demolishers, in fact, he's going to be in a lot of trouble. And then he's a level 5 Blade Master, taking a lot of focus fire from these towers, but he's also doing a lot of focus fire onto that Archmage. He still has his greater healing potion, and the Archmage actually goes down. The Archmage dies. 1 experience from level 6 on the Blade Master. As you can see, he's speed scrolling out. All he needs to do is kill one of these bears or one of these quill beasts, just 1 unit. There he goes. He gets level 6 on the Blade Master from killing the tower, and it looks like he's going to go ahead and put down the Siege. Siege doing what it can do, doing a lot of work right here. Going to take out yet another tower, and Thu calls GG. So, good game, and that puts the score to 1-1. And here we can see just a little bit of what happened. eMaL basically doing a really well executed demolisher push, and Thu really struggling on this map. It's definitely a very strong orc map, and Thu just trying to, you know, do what he can to keep the Blade Master down. I think in the early game it didn't really work. eMaL just kind of kept creeping with him. Ended up getting some really strong items, and the push that we saw was just very strong. So yeah, good game, and I'll see you in game 3, which should be right about here. So yeah, also there's this new feature of YouTube, which is you can probably tell somewhere around in this area. There should be like a little avatar for me. You can click that, go to my channel. If you can click here in this little thing, there's a featured video, which is usually going to be my latest upload, and I'm gonna have that until I eventually finish getting the I'm gonna do a end of thing card where it'll have more links and more useful stuff, and then I'll turn those things off. But until then, it's a neat little feature, so that's what that is, in case you're wondering. So thank you all again for watching, and again, I'll see you in game 3.